video will begin in a moment. Click the links in the description below to get your copies of my books today. The Shadow Angel Genesis is the story of a vampire who has spent 500 years serving as the Vatican's personal monster hunter. The true story of Mrs. Claus is a wholesome but creative reimagining of a character who is well known but often overlooked. And keep your eyes open for my upcoming murder mystery, the South Bend Dark Frog Murders. Thank you for your continued support. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Robert Cantor. Today, we'll be looking at Mega Man XDive and what I would like to see in Mega Man X9 if Capcom ever makes it. When we look at the roster for Mega Man XDive, we see that there are still plenty of characters that are strangely absent from the game, but probably deserve their own slot. Among these are Spider, Glint Armor Massimo, White Axel, and of course, Scarface. Another thing you notice is that Iris, Zero's ill-fated love interest from Mega Man X4, has 7 slots on the roster. That's more than Alia and Axel combined. Don't forget, Alia was in 4 games and was actually an unlockable character in one of them. And Axel was in 3 games and was playable in all of them. The people at XDive must really love Iris. But if they love her so much, why doesn't Capcom just make Mega Man X9 and resurrect her? Vile came back from the dead twice, and X-Command Mission is the only game in the entire franchise where Sigma doesn't show up. In Mega Man X8, humanity is keenly interested in space development. If I were writing Mega Man X9, I would have them terraforming Mars when suddenly there's a Maverick outbreak. We know from Mega Man X5 that Dr. Wily survived into this time period in some capacity, possibly as an AI like Dr. Light. We all know that Wily was determined to have the final word in his rivalry with Dr. Light, even if it came from beyond his grave. He expects Zero to do what he was made to do. Then after X8, it looks like Sigma won't be coming back. So Wily decides that it's time to do the job himself. He somehow creates himself a new body and recreates Iris to punish Zero. Before you just dismiss it, bear in mind that this doesn't really have any more plot holes than Dr. Light knowing X would need a bunch of upgrades in the distant future and knowing exactly where they would need to be placed in order for him to find them. One last thing, in Mega Man X8 it quickly becomes clear that Lair, one of the new navigators, has a crush on Zero. But I imagine the fact that Zero was forced to kill his last girlfriend still haunts him. Then suddenly in X9 she's back from the dead. I don't know about you, but I would pay to see this drama unfold. That's all I've got to say. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. And if you really want to help this channel out, click the links in the description below and buy my books.